Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jacqueline from the Wellness Trinity, and I'm back with my client Janis. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, and thank you again for sharing your story with all my lovely people.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. It's been 5 weeks now since I first consulted her, and just totally excited about everything that's going on, the good, the ugly, the things that's passing, and so on and so forth, right? As you can tell, she's very excited about it too.
Yeah.
So why don't you explain to everyone watching now what's been going on in these last 5 weeks?
Okay. Everything's moving. Everything inside. And I feel it. And I had that big bump, and we figured it out, and it passed, and I'm clear now, and it's something that a doctor couldn't figure out for 20 years, and it was very painful, and a lot of pressure, and it just cleaned right out, and I'm amazed, and I'm amazed with all of the things that are going on with my body. It's way different, and I'm cleansing right now, which cannot be fun sometimes. But I know it's going to be for the better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know that I feel better. I'm not even hungry. Like I used to eat just to eat for stress and whatever. And now I'm not even really that hungry.
Yeah, that's not uncommon. I mean, when we're getting the nutrients that we need, we actually get full. That might be a revelation to you, because it was for me, and probably was for you too, right?
Too. I go, I'm not
really
eating.
Is
there something wrong with me?
Right, yeah. So a lot of times people think, well, I gotta stop overeating, but what if you focus more on getting the nutrient-dense foods that your body actually really needs, and then the body just says, I'm done, I don't need any more. So that's a great way to approach it, right?
Yeah, it really is, because I was concerned that I wasn't hungry and I didn't want to eat.
Yeah, that wasn't normal.
Another thing that's really exciting, and I didn't even tell you yet. My blood sugar has been normal.
Oh, I think you did tell me, actually.
On Wake Up.
Yeah, good.
My blood sugar's been normal. I haven't
normalizing.
had to take any of my diabetes medicines, and I felt great.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sleeping better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. How many of you guys out there would love to sleep more or better? I mean, sometimes some people actually get enough sleep, but it's the quality of the sleep is not necessarily the best. People are waking up, can't go back to bed, or their mind is stirring and they can't calm it down. So those are all kind of things I look at when I work with people. So before you weren't able to really sleep very well, huh?
No, I wouldn't go to sleep, and I'd have to take something to sleep, like Xanax or something, and then I'd still wake up at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And couldn't sleep. Now I'm sleeping through the night, and I don't have to take anything.
Yeah.
Not even the tryptophan.
Oh, you're not doing it. Well, you still want to keep taking it.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
But you don't need it to sleep. Okay, so she's doing better sleeping in general. Even with the supplements, will actually help you to sleep if you have imbalances. But the other side of it is when we have toxins and the liver's backed up, or you have parasites. Those things will keep us up at night too. So why don't you tell them about your parasite journey?
Yeah, they exist. They're real. And they're leaving.
They're leaving?
They're leaving my body.
Have you noticed them?
Yes, I've
noticed
them. And it's pretty odd. To think that they were in there, and they're in there for so long, and I'm like, get them out of there.
Yeah.
I don't want them. So
and
they're not
we
welcome.
Can see them. We can see them on a live blood analysis.
Yeah.
When we do that with.
We did.
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay, where'd those come from?
Yeah. Even the Zytoscan, we could see it. I mean, there's tests that you can spend hundreds of dollars on, stool tests. I do those too if we need to dive a little bit deeper. But just the regular tests we do in the initial consultation here, you can already see all the parasites and other things that might be going on that we can get to the root of. So that's why she's feeling better, is because we're actually getting to the root of her toxic load / infections, and we're dealing with deficiencies.
Yeah.
So why don't you talk to them about the Herxheimer reaction?
Oh. Well, I ended up calling you because I felt like I had the flu. And I found out, you explained to me that that's a reaction to getting rid of the toxins and them opening up in my body and me getting rid of them. And so it's like they're loose in my body and my body wants to get rid of them. Mm-hmm. So I definitely, I had a 2-week bout of that.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
I thought I had the stomach flu. I thought I had the flu. You just kind of have to stay close to home.
Yeah. So, yeah. What happens is when we're working with people naturopathically and addressing root causes, you start to mobilize toxins and infections that are just kind of hanging out in different organs and tissues in the body. And until we address them, sometimes they're just still hanging out there. And do you mind telling the audience how old you are or young you are?
I'll be 67 next month.
Okay, so 67.
And I'm proud of it. I earned it every year.
Exactly, yeah. She's wise, she's happy, she's a good person. And we're cleaning out her body. It's never too late to start. She's a testimony of that.
It really isn't, because I was tired of, first of all, the commercials is what started this. Mm-hmm. When I kept hearing about the lawsuits and all the chemicals and on all the medications that are on the market today that they're still selling and creating it may heal one thing, but it'll kill you another way. It will. Yeah. And what concerned me is that I was in renal 3.
Ooh, yeah.
And I
you
said,
want to tell them what that means?
Renal 3 means my kidneys are in the beginning of kidney failure. And the importance of seeing, I have 6 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren, and I am going to see my great-great-grandchildren graduate high school, and that was my main goal, is to get myself healthy enough that I could do that.
Yeah.
And to live longer.
Yeah.
Because the metformin, which they gave me for diabetes, was killing my kidneys, along with the Lasix for as a diuretic. And speaking of diuretics, I don't need those anymore because of the kidney and liver detox. And I found that I am urinating more. I mean, like 3 times the amount, which makes me wonder where all that fluid really was in my body. And so, I mean, that tells me it's working.
Yeah. So the kidney liver detox is a supplement that we have here. I believe I don't have it right now, actually, so I'd show you otherwise. But that has things like parsley in it, and so that's part of the reason why she's urinating a lot. Parsley helps to move the kidneys and flush them out. And then there's herbs in there for the liver as well, too. So on a detox program, you want to make sure... Oops, we hit the table. We want to make sure that our filtration organs are open and draining. Our gut is moving, our liver, our kidneys. Those are very important pieces of the puzzle. Otherwise, we're not going to drain properly. And so linking this all back to the Herxheimer reaction, and for those of you that don't know, a Herxheimer reaction is basically when we start moving the toxins. And if they can't get out fast enough, then you can actually feel worse before you feel better. So I'm having my clients, or suggesting at least, that they do enemas and colonics and do things like the kidney liver detox type of supplement to make sure that those organs are open and moving. Otherwise, it can just start recirculating around and the person doesn't feel good. In her case, she had flu-like symptoms. So that's one way. That's why we didn't do a video last week, because she was just like, I just don't feel too good. I'm like, okay, just wait it out, sleep it out. Sometimes we need to just make sure we take a break. Our body is designed to, we can go, but we also need to kind of take a step back, recuperate. And in a healing journey, rest is so important, because that's a place that's, the body's ready to heal itself. When we're running around sympathetic dominant type of mode, we're not ready to heal the body. So I encourage her to rest. And you've been on your enemas, right?
Right.
Yep. Sometimes twice a day.
Yes, I'm sharing this live.
Yep.
Right here on Facebook.
Yeah. So she's been.
But
doing
they do
that,
work,
right?
because I had a block.
Yeah.
A major block, and it was huge. And for 20 years, my doctor said, "Don't worry if it doesn't hurt." And I'm thinking, this is not normal. And it cleared up within probably a week or two. And it was clear, gone. Don't have to deal with that anymore. And it was a lot of pressure. It's very painful.
Yeah.
It is. And the good thing is I got that, what is it called, that thing, the heating?
The Therasage, healing
Therasage. And when I'm not feeling well, I use it, and it really helps to calm the body.
Let's show them what we're talking about for those people that have never seen this. This is the one
awesome
that I have. She has one that's about maybe
half the size.
Yeah, half the size of this. This is a small size. You can see these on my website. They have bigger ones too if you want something bigger, but we just sleep on them. We just sleep on them.
Yeah, I did last night.
Yeah,
I did. And it's great for arthritis.
Oh, it's great for any pain, really.
Yeah.
The infrared is so incredible at healing body at a cellular level, and that's what's in those pads. So,
yeah, it's so much. It's way different than a heating pad.
Right, but just heat by itself. So heat plus infrared is the key.
It's amazing. Yeah. It really is. I want a whole big one for my bed.
So in time.
Yeah.
But last time we said she was going to get one, and she got one, and it's been working wonders for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other places that you're using that on your body?
On my legs.
Oh, okay.
On my legs, because I have post-traumatic stress disorder. For those of you that don't know, I am what is known as a cutter, but I don't cut, I pick. And I have had sores all over my legs for over 20 years from abuse. And it's finally healing.
Yeah.
And that's exciting. And that's because all of the other things that I am taking that keep me calm, like the Bach flowers and whatever else. I mean, I'm taking so much. I have
like what is causing what?
A pharmacy. But it's phenomenal. It really is. And so they're healing. And so when I go on a retreat in May, I am going to be able to wear a bathing suit.
Nice.
Yeah, and I haven't been able to wear one for over 20 years.
Yeah, so CBD is the other thing she's been using too. So speaking of helping her stay calm, it also boosts some of the neurotransmitters, so it will make us a little bit more happy and blissful, which can also spiral into all the other decisions that are good that she's making too. And then on top of that, you can use it topically. So she's been using the CBD oil topically on the sores on her legs to help heal and seal up the legs.
Yes.
It's incredible.
And it's working.
Yeah.
You know, and I use it here if I'm not feeling well. You know, like my stomach gets a little...
Yeah.
And so I use it on my stomach, and it does help.
Yeah.
It absorbs, and it absorbs immediately. It's not like it's all greasy.
Yeah. That's nice too.
Yeah, so...
So one more thing. When we were... she goes to my church, and I was sitting behind her, and she turned around and confessed that she had a slice of cake. It was the church's birthday. So there was some cake there. And we want to tell her what happened when you...
Oh, I didn't feel too good.
Yeah. She hasn't been eating that.
Yeah, no, I don't eat sweets because of the diabetes to begin with. But no, it just threw me completely off. I was like so sick from it. Yeah, I can't eat sugar.
Yeah. Well, it just feeds the toxins, the candida, the fungus.
That and my legs started itching.
That's what I was hoping you'd mention.
Yeah, because it must have some kind of... you probably know what it is, but I don't think I think it's some kind of skin disorder, like a yeast growing on there.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah, and why it itched so much for years and years.
Right, yeah. So she had been linking the itching and the picking with the post-traumatic stress, which it could very well be a part of that. In so many ways, it could have even alone led to the yeast overgrowth, even fungal overgrowth.
Right.
And if the body is not able to deal with those challenges, if we're not able to filter out any types of infections or toxins, they start to come out in the skin. So I just found it very interesting as we were cleaning out her body and her legs were healing. Then when she'd had something like sugar or a cake, which who knows what else was in that cake, because there could have been other toxins and white flour and things that our body doesn't like.
Yeah.
So you could have been feeding the yeast and the candida as well, and the parasites that we've been working so gracefully at getting.
Yeah, I'd like those out and never to come back.
So if we can't get those out fast enough, then it's going to come out in the skin. Hence why the skin was itchy on the legs.
And I noticed that with sugar. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm real careful. I read all the ingredients now. I'm very careful because I don't want to itch.
Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of wearing a bathing suit soon.
I know I lost 3 pounds.
Yes, we didn't mention that, but I used to be a personal trainer, and I love the idea of being healthy, fit, beautiful. Who doesn't want that, right? Come on. If you don't, then, well, I don't know. To each his own. So, but most of us want to feel good about our outside appearance as well. Now, as a personal trainer, that's kind of how I got into all this to begin with. And then it spiraled into I love nutrition, and then it spiraled into I love healing, just really getting to the root of people's health issues. But I just love it when we can tie that component of fitness and weight loss and even muscle gain. People that have parasites, that could be why you're losing your muscle. So, but we weren't really necessarily trying to have her lose weight, but it was just kind of a byproduct of really flushing out the body. So she's been holding on to these toxins. And the reason why I asked your age is because you've been holding, who knows how long that she's been building up these toxins. And so now we're finally releasing them, hence why the urination is increasing, hence why her bowel movements are getting better. The enemas are help flushing her out. And as a result, sometimes our weight is just, we have water retention and we have excess toxins and even fecal matter that we're holding on to. So you'd be surprised how much stuff can just start coming out when
Not that we want to keep it, really.
You don't. I mean, people always ask me, am I going to go to the bathroom when I do this? I'm like, do you want to keep it in?
Is it something you want to keep for the rest of your life?
I'd rather get that toxin out. It's not making me feel very good. I don't want that worm. Speaking of which, I had a client this week that she texted me. She's like, I passed the 6-inch worm. 6 inches. I asked her if she took a picture, and she's like, no, she was so traumatized. Like, it was a scary dream that she just flushed it right away. I'm like, I want evidence. But anyway, this stuff works, guys.
Yeah, there are freaky things.
This stuff works.
Live in us.
Have you had anything big like that?
No.
Okay. Well, we're chipping away at the wall, so it might break one
Nothing
day.
that big, maybe about 2 inches,
Yeah, that's still scary, I think, for most people, but this is not to scare you guys. This is
it
to
really didn't
enlighten
bother
you.
me, actually.
Right.
I expected it. I knew what to expect and stuff.
That's true.
Not that I examine it every time,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I would be curious if I was you guys, start looking, and when you go to the bathroom, start looking. See if there's something in there.
I haven't a clue what half of it is.
But the other side of it is that you might not necessarily be passing this stuff unless you're doing a program like this, because the body will just hold on to it if it has the right environment to hold on to it.
And that's true. It really is. I'm so glad I came here, really.
Yeah.
And if you're going through a lot of stress, whether it's emotional, financial, whatever the stress is, the more stress you have, I've found for me, the more you hold in.
Yes. Constipation. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's very linked to the gut. I mean, they're all over. It just tips everything over in the body. But
it does.
When people feel frustrated or even anger, that actually has to do a lot with the liver. But just stress in general, the gut is not going to move very properly, and that's why I'd always talk about getting out of sympathetic dominance. So CBD oil is, again, that's a great thing.
It really is great.
Sympathetic dominance.
Yeah, I like it. And the one you use is a lot more pure than the ones I've seen.
Yeah, it's stronger too.
It is.
You don't want to.
It has vitamin B in it too.
Things. Well, those are just natural compounds that are in the plant. Yeah, they're not added to it, but
I didn't know that. But I was reading the label. I noticed it has other things in it that are obviously attributed to the plant.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't know that. But
yeah.
It's a lot stronger.
Yeah.
It's a really good product. And I think all your products are really good. The thing that I like about it is they're all natural. They're all vegetarian geared, whatever you want to call it.
They're all from food, is what you're saying.
They're all from food.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a difference between supplements that are
There really
food
is.
and and that are synthetic. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So our body was made for food.
Because I've used synthetic vitamins before,
Yeah.
and it's way different.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
These work.
I made an effort. Me and my husband and his father, actually, him and his father had a business that they created supplements in the past, and so when I met him, I kind of inherited his knowledge as well, which is nice. So some of the stuff we use here is actually from his research. So anyway, good. I think that we've hit the nail on a lot of things today. So we'll join you again next week, or hopefully you'll join us again next week.
Well, join me on my journey.
And join her on our journey and see what her progress is, see what she's learning. If you guys do want to learn more about what we do here on the Wellness Trinity with our consultations and our products and even our health coaching, that's what she's doing, is a health coaching program, then you can go ahead and go on my website, thewellnesstrinity.com, or you can personal message me and we can see what's going to be best for you to get to your results. So thank you again, Janis, for being so open and honest. And, I know that really just blesses people to know that there's hope out there.
If I don't share it, then people don't know or what to expect from their bodies too, and maybe it's something they need,
Right.
Most people do, but
and thank you for sharing. We all want to know about the good stuff, but the parts of this that are not so comfortable are also something that we want to make sure that you are educated about too, because a lot of times in a detox program people just stop, and there might be reasons to stop, but having a coach with you allows you to kind of be able to dissect maybe how you need to tweak the program a little to make it work best for you.
Right.
So, and then sometimes you just need to go through it. Just sometimes the only way to get to the other side is go through. So,
literally.
Yeah, let it flow through. Yeah, let it get out. So anyway, thank you guys again for watching, and we will return next week.
Have a blessed
day. As long
day.
as she's not having another Herxheimer reaction. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.